It's okay to try and make games that are trendy or popular right now. It's not a sin to focus on finding a profitable genre and pour your style and your talents into that popular genre. At least that's what my guest Chris Zukowski, he's an indie game marketing guru, had to say. This is a clip from the Full Length podcast, and he was incredibly honest. There are a handful of genres for indies right now that are absolutely blowing up. He breaks down these genres and he tells us how to capitalize on this emerging trend, which he calls the golden age for indie devs. Despite the fact that I was kind of baffled by these kind of games being popular because, well, frankly, I don't love them, I felt encouraged at the end of this conversation, knowing that indies like you, who don't have a ton of time or money on their hands, can still make hyper-profitable games on a pencil-thin budget in their free time. Why do you think this is somehow a trend now? I don't quite understand. Actually, let's back up because I need a definition from you. You said earlier these vampire survivor type games. We're also saying small games, right? What is this genre? Like, can you describe it? Is it gambling games? Is it friend slop games? Like, what is this genre you're talking about that is exploding in popularity?
Okay, for the article, I call them great conjunction games because, and it's not a genre, it's not one genre, it's 5, 6 genres. And that's what's so amazing. It is not one genre and there's not a universal thing between all of them, okay? It's complex. And this is why I consider this, like, we're in the middle of a golden age because all these genres are kind of popping off at the same time. I typically see this one genre. Like, I used to see just Vampire Survivors did this. And again, now we're seeing 5 or 6 genres doing this simultaneously. Okay, so I'll go through all the genres that I consider these golden age genres that we're seeing. Okay, so the first one is friend slop. I think we're very familiar with it, or you've heard whispers. I know a lot of devs who are like, oh, we're making a friend slop game too.
Yeah.
Friend slop basically is co-op, not multiplayer, not like servers and lobbies and Call of Duty where you have to dial in and you need a huge player base. They're just smaller games where you just need like 4 to 5 friends and they just join in, and you're usually co-op or slightly competitive. They're not party games. A lot of people mistake this as like, oh yeah, like Mario Party. It's not Mario Party. They're usually cooperative, and you usually have a single goal that you're all trying to achieve together. Like the most popular one right now is Peak, where it's like we're all trying to get to the top of a peak. And so you have all these things going on, and they're a little jankier. Like you'll see stuff clipping through, like textures clipping, and arms are kind of waggling around. That's one. And so there's several games within that genre, specifically friend slop. There's another one called idle games. And idle games are like cookie clicker and that sort of thing. But that genre is so like effervescent right now. There's so many entries into it. So that's one where it's like, oh, people are making clicker city builders, clicker civilization, clicker black holes. There's all kinds of these incremental games.
Is that also click holding by Zoliver Nelson Jr.? Is that a similar game?
Kind of. I still think there's possibility in that space of what click holding was, kind of, because I don't think there was enough clicking in the game, ironically. But and this kind of goes to the next one, which is horror. Horror genre is very good because I've seen a lot of genres, they just take horror and they apply it to these other genres. Like the people who invented friend slop really are like Lethal Company, Repo, Phasmophobia. That I think that's how you say it. Where it was you and your friends are in a haunted house together, and you're trying to beat the baddie to get out of the haunted house. And so it was a co-op thing. And I think a lot of people saw those co-op horror games, and they're like, why does it have to be horror? Let's make it friendly, like a Peak game or something like that. And so we've got those. And so what you'll see is also a lot of horror put on top of it. And so I think click holding started, I don't see too many horror incremental games, but I totally could see, if you're creative, maybe you could repurpose some assets from Twisted Tower that you throw out, make a horror incremental. Free idea, Thomas. Just put me in the credits. That's all I care about. I don't want any money from that. So there's a lot of options there. Another genre that is kind of, I consider in this, is casino games, where it sounds weird, but typically grim dark casino games. And there was a couple that just came out, like one's called Clover Pit, where you're like working all these slot machines and you're in this dungeon type of thing. There's another one called, I think it's like Slots and Dice. No, it's Dice and Swords. I'll look it up. Don't go me. We'll link it down below. But it's also a casino slot machine, grimdark kind of fantasy RPG type of thing, where it's a lot more random and it's dice and all that kind of stuff, or slot machine type of thing to also do well. So you've got this kind of slot machine thing, pure horror, where it's just a one-person thing going through it. You've got another one, which are shop simulators. There was Supermarket Simulator, and that took off. And then people just started like slopping that thing. You did some store assets, you do some stuff there, and you make a store game. Well, people are now doing horror shop simulators. There were 2 that popped off at Steam Next Fest. There's just so much vibrance of so many genres that fans are like, let's go. I want to try this. And so it's not just one genre. And some of them are quite countered. It's not the same audience. Like the Friend Slop is different than the casino horror, are different from the incremental. But they're all, I call it the great conjunction genres, because all these genres all of a sudden are coming together, and they're made in a way that they can be made in like 4 to 6 months.
So they're not necessarily co-op or multiplayer or single player. It doesn't matter.
Some are, some aren't.
Okay.
Idle games are solo games, only idle. Horror games, some horror games are solo and they do well. Some horror games are multiplayer and they do well. So it's lots of genres. That's why I say it's a golden age. You have lots of choices of finding these genres that are doing well.
So games like, I'm looking at Slots and Daggers right now.
Slots and Daggers, that's it.
Yeah. That's from Friedemann. And Friedemann was on the podcast, I think it was 6 months ago. And I didn't even know he was working on this when he was on the podcast. He didn't even shout it out, which I thought in a weird way is admirable.
Maybe he wasn't even started on it yet.
I know.
It's so fast.
Yeah, that's seriously. Maybe he made it like in 3 months. I don't know. But yeah, Slots and Daggers is just, I think it's just a solo game. Very positive. 1,500 reviews. And that is in like a week.
A week.
That's unbelievable.